this event. I brought my hat too, from the rodeo that my client bought me, and then she bought me this piece to go in here. And so I'm just waiting on my client. He's supposed to send me money for gas and food. I know he's busy. He's doing meetings and stuff, and he said he was relaxing, taking the days off. He's probably in the gym because he messages me, but I'm not going to hear a text if I'm asleep. I try to tell people, let me know if you need me the day before. I could have been there. I was on a Zoom call. I had a Zoom call meeting at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, and it was with JT Fox. And it was good, but then they got to, and he's a multi-billionaire. He's into real estate, and he's into AI. He has his whole AI thing, like 6 different parts of AI: Gemini, Chat GPT, your AI team. I have 2 things of, so I'm missing the other 4. I have 2 parts of the AI embedded into my company. So, I have AI, Chat GPT, and then I have my AI team, which is marvelous. I'm doing amazing posts and stuff like that. But yeah, I would love to be a part of his AI system, and I don't know how much it is a month or to buy it or whatever. I don't know. When I get the money and stuff like that, where you do all in one, and then you can actually do it and sell it and do AI videos and everything and post for other people and make money, just like people are doing it for me for free. So it is a good career and an opportunity to make good money, like a whole nother little business for the people that want to pay for it. You can always grab the people that want to pay for it, want that in their company, embedded in their business or whatever they're about, and make it happen. But I'm going to go to this high school. I have an event. I'm going to get there like at 1. It starts at 3, but I'm still going to come early. They said to get there at 2, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people there. It's like a back to school event. They probably start Monday or something, unless they already started and this is like the first week of school. Different schools started different weeks. Like one started last week, one started this week that I went to yesterday. I went to 4 different new high schools, and then this one I did a sponsorship and did like $50 off an event just to get seen and get advertised that I sponsored their sports booster club for the 2026-2027 school year and football season and all that. And then I have another sponsorship tonight after this. So this event is a back to school event at Oak Ridge High School over here in the Woodlands, Conroe, Woodlands area. And I'll get to meet a lot of people, a lot of connections. I'm praying that I get, business from it, like homecomings, proms, graduations, business clientele that needing drivers, or airports for their company, or a business person needing a personal driver. We'll get them a driver, take you to your business meetings, client meetings, dinner, lunch, brunch, everything to win clients, to get business. We'll pick up packages for you, take you wherever you need to go, and take you to company headquarters out, Louisiana, Dallas, Austin. If you want to go to New York, we'll take you to New York, Oklahoma, it don't matter, wherever your headquarters is, we'll take you for your safety meetings and safety briefings and stuff like that. I've picked up someone during the rodeo, and he was the president of his company, so he was the CEO. And I picked up the vice president, and both of them were in my car on the way there. They took business meetings. We have Wi-Fi, phone chargers. I had the lights off, all professional. I clean it, make sure it's detailed, spotless. Had drinks for them if they wanted anything, water, drinks, energy drinks, blah, 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 for the business people, of course. And then the phone chargers, the Wi-Fi, they connected, they did Zoom calls, they did checked email. He had his business meeting, and stuff like that. And they talked business all the way there to Louisiana, right? And that was like 3 years ago, in the rodeo. I found him during the rodeo when I had the 2022. And this one's the 2024, But it has more upgrades, and I got the TVs and everything. But then on the way back, they partied. They had a good time. They had some shots and beer and Michelob Ultras, Fireballs, listened to music. They still talked and everything. And then he expensed breakfast and he expensed lunch. We stopped at Starbucks on the way. He got me Starbucks and something to eat, breakfast. Got an oatmeal and coffee. Got him something, pastry and coffee, whatever. And his vice president. And then on the way back, they got lunch at a wrap place and got me something to eat and a shake, healthy, nutritional, shake. So just like I said, you can expense all that because it's company, it's your company. So I'm excited, God's making big moves. But and then the second thing is I was on that reality TV show. I got hit up for a couple more TV shows. I was on it last Monday and Tuesday, not this Monday and Tuesday, but the one before. Almost 2 weeks ago now, and they invited me for an event tonight to sponsor it. I told them they just got to help me with gas because I don't have no money, nothing. I hit rock bottom with this economy, right? Don't even have my own place, can't afford food, can't afford nothing, but I'm inspiring. I keep going, and God's gonna turn it around. You gotta stay strong, and I'm just encouraging others. That's what I have, is the gift of encouragement. And so they're doing an event tonight. Not going to make any money today, of course, but it's the potential to make money. But who knows? You might make money from the school. Someone might need a ride tonight. They might be going out partying. Girls' night out, whatever. A company going out. Hey, we need a ride. We need a safe driver. And they might want a whole experience. You know what I'm saying? So they might want a party bus. Who knows? You never know who you're going to run into. They might need your services, and they ran into you. It's like, oh yeah, we'll use your company. We'll support you. Woman owned, out here making it happen. Being a celebrity, famous in business. That's what it's about. Getting that visibility, becoming a celebrity in business, famous in business, and making it happen. Being seen and being different, differentiating yourself from the rest, being innovative, authentic, showing it's about resilience. So that's what I'm about, is resilience and grit. And everybody on LinkedIn is like, Shelly, just keep up with the resilience. You never know who's listening, who's hearing you, who's seeing your post. You never know who needs to hear your story, and know that they're not the only ones going through it, that others are doing it and they keep going. And yeah, you can give me a shout out. I can give you a shout out. Pink Fits You. Okay, Pink Fits You. Yesenia Andres, 5166. Pink Fits You. Said hi, right? I'll shout you out. And if you have your company, if you have a name, I can say your company name or whatever and what you do. I don't mind shouting you out. People are shouting me out, And but I did a Zoom call, so I'm doing that. Let me finish what I was saying first. I always be talking about too much stuff and not all together, but I'm doing that reality TV show. They're marketing my company. I'm picking up the crew. I just told them they got to help with gas because I don't have anything, and I'm waiting on my client to send me gas and food money, right? And so they said they would pay gas, and it's like one of their birthdays, and I'm picking up the casting crew and the production crew and the photographer, the videographer, and they're going to videotape the whole thing. I brought the red carpet. I got drinks for them so everybody can have one free drink just like I normally do, and party from, I keep them safe. I'll be the safety net. I be the transportation, limousine and party bus service, luxury transportation in Houston, right? Picking them up. They're going to shout me out, post me up. They already did it. We're already connected on pages and stuff. So we're trying to all get rich together, come up together. And I motivated them. I told them, I said, let's help each other. Let's don't bring each other down. Let's don't compete against each other. There's no competition. You're your own competition. And that's what Grant Cardone said. That's what many say. There's no competition. Yeah, this is a highly competitive market. It's trashed out. It's too saturated in Houston. But at the end of the day, you're your only competition. No matter if there's 20 million limo companies, 20 million realtor companies, 20 million marketing companies, 20 million restaurants, you're your only competition. That is it. It ain't the sky's the limit. There's no stars is the limit. There's none of that bullshit. The only limit is you, and that is it. You're the only one stopping you, is you. And that's what I tell people. And I went to 4 high schools yesterday. they're they're admired and everything. I told them, I said, I didn't just tell them about my company. I said, I'm trying to get proms, homecomings, all that. You never know who you might get. You know, you might get someone going to a football game, girls' night out, parents' night out, parents, mom's pamper day, you know, someone going to Astros game, football game, and people go to all that shit, you know, weddings, birthdays, bachelorettes, anniversaries, date night, you know, there's casino trips, winery trips, you know, guys' night out, bachelor party, you know. So there's all this stuff, airports, company transportation, blah, blah, blah. Cruises, you know, cruise travel, airport travel. People might need, you know, be picked up at the airports going to the cruise, you know. You might need a weekend out in Galveston, you know, a staycation, you know, a city tour. You know, I even do those city tours. You want to go to NASA Space Center, the aquarium and museum district, go to some nice museums. You might, you know, go to some fun places, you know, whatever the case may be, you need transportation. There's medical transportation, there's kids transportation. I've been advertising all that. Like, you need transportation to kids' football teams and sports, after school activities, to and from school. You need medical transportation, you need a personal driver. Well, I'll do all that. You know, if you want someone, you need it for an elderly person, take them out to dinner, to lunch, take them to the bank, take them grocery shopping, take them to their doctor's appointments, take them to food stamp office, you know, wherever you need to go. If you're paying for a personal driver, but it does come at a cost. So that's what I tell people. This ain't Uber, this ain't rideshare. You know, safety and this luxury all comes at a cost. So you'll find the right people, you'll get to the right people, and that's what it's about. And so I'm going to do that event. They're going to market me at someone's birthday, and I'm taking them from one spot to dinner and then to a hookah bar and then back home, you know. So I'm sacrificing not making money to have the potential to make money, you know, or not out there stressing, trying to make $1, you know, Astros or, you know, whatever's going on, right? I'm sacrificing my time for them because they're sacrificing for me and they're shouting me out. And that's what it's about. And then, so I have these two events, the high school and that TV show. I got another TV show hitting me up. I got like 2 other TV shows wanting to hit me up for that love making, trying to find your husband, you know, singles in Houston. And then I got one hit me up for the modeling with Under Armour. They found me on Instagram, so I'm going to pray on that it's real and not a scam and all that. And she's on LinkedIn, so I looked her up and she looks legit. She gave me her name. I looked her up. I found her on LinkedIn. I connected on LinkedIn. And because I had an Under Armour gig before, but it was a scam. I'm not going to give nobody no info. They were going to send me a fake check. And they did. And I'm not going to deposit no fake checks. There's too many scams out there. And then, you know, just like I said, I got so much going on, so much I'm doing, waiting on my client to give me some gas money and food money. And but I'm blessed, you know, and I'm trying to get up at the schools that I went to, 4 high schools. Told them, I said, I want to come speak. I want to come speak to the kids on entrepreneurship, starting early. You can start at a baby, you know, being an actor and in movies. Because look, there's movies and babies, even baby Jesus, you know, in Christian movies. So there's babies in all kinds of movies being born and all that kind of stuff. And then there's, you know, they could showcase, I could tell girls, you know, that they could do it. You could showcase curvy beautifulness to girls, to high school and middle school and even as young as elementary. Tell them to have the confidence to do anything they set their mind to, and self-esteem, and get out there and do it. If they want to be a model, they could be a model, but if they don't, they could do something else, model, actor, but they could do whatever they set their mind to, you know, and it's just them. There's no sky, there's no stars the limit. Everybody always says that. In schools, they'll tell them the same thing. There's no limit. The only limit is you. That's it. And then I want to tell them about, you know, peer pressure and stuff like that, and how to keep their circle tight. You know, you got to have a real tight circle, and it's got to be all positive. If anybody's negative, doesn't accept you for the color of your skin, for your gender, for if you're, I don't say fat, but if you're, you know, curvy, I don't say fat or chubby because those are mean words, and people be saying that all the time, you fat bitch and all that kind of stuff. I don't play that kind of stuff. So I say curvy women, curvy men, skinny, thin, whatever, medium built. It don't matter what you look like, what the color of your skin, the gender, girl, boy, transgender, gay, whatever your sexual identity is, lesbian, no matter what you are, you're beautiful just the way you are. And if someone doesn't accept you for who you are, just as you are, your personality, everything, beautiful from the inside out, we all are, then you need to eliminate them from your circle. If they don't accept you for who you are, your identity and how you identify yourself as a human being, girl or boy, whatever the case may be, then you need them out your circle. You got to keep that circle tight, and you got to get rid of the negativity. Like, bye, adios, hasta la vista, see you, and hope the door slaps you in the face on the way out. You got to get them out of here. You don't need those people in your life. You need good people. Kids need positive people in their life. They need people that are going to accept them for who they are. And I want to tell them to, don't worry about the bullies. Let that shit go. Because I'm going to tell them that basically all the bullies, the negativity, the haters, everybody has haters, everybody has negativities. You're going to have somebody that doesn't like you for something. The color of your skin, who you are, because I'm over here inspiring, becoming famous. I got a ton of haters. I'm getting more and more haters. Just like Grant Cardone says, you're going to get a lot of haters when you're shining brightly and not trying, but doing it and being someone, not trying to be someone. I'm being someone, and I'm doing it, and I'm definitely famous. I tell people I'm making it happen, but I deserve everything that I've gotten so far, and I deserve a whole bunch more, and God's gonna give it to me. I definitely deserve a lot better than this garbage of what I'm going through. But you got to go through, you got to have a story to tell. I'm storytelling, and you got to go through the struggles so you can know what it is to be at rock bottom and be most appreciative of what you do have. And that's waking up every day, no matter if you have a car, you have a place over your head, food in your stomach, you woke up, you're breathing. You got to be thankful for being on this side of the ground, that you have another day of encouragement and inspiration and to change lives. And that's what I tell people. You can find me on TikTok at impeccablerideshare. Rideshare. TikTok, you can find me at impeccablerideshare.com, my website. You can find me at my other website, shelly-castle.com. And then I have a KVAR, which is from these magazines I'm getting in on Instagram with the modeling, acting, and my business. And even with Author Life, I got in a magazine for, famous authors, basically, that have a story and they're putting themselves out there. And they created me a website for free. And it's like Shelly Castle dash whatever at kvar.com, I'll have to look it up, the exact link. But I have 3 websites, and, and I'm on Facebook, Impeccable Rideshare. I'm on Instagram, Impeccable Transportation, at Impeccable Transportation. I'm on Snapchat at Impeccable Rides, which is Impeccable Rideshare. I'm on Threads. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Yelp. I'm on Google. I'm on like this Bumblebee or whatever it is, which is through TikTok, another website that they are linked and connected with. I'm on Alignable. I'm on Nextdoor, I'm on LinkedIn, and that's the most powerful network. I just got a couple more awards that I just posted. It's the Corporate Excellence Award, and it went live. And then I just got another one that just went live, and I posted up the link. I forgot what it was. And then I got 2 more that just offered me, like one is Influential Women. So I got that website, and I just got that award. I got accepted on there. And then I just got accepted for another one, which is SIAC. I don't know how to say it. CIAC. SIAC Global Awards. I'm getting all these global awards, national awards. And then they want to put where you get a doctorate, where you have a doctorate behind your name. A doctorate in business for your inspiration and your go-getterness and your drive. It says, Shelly, would you like to have a doctor behind your name? Dr. Shelly Castle in front of your name. Dr. Shelley Castle. I was like, wow, that'd be amazing. Have a doctorate in business. That's pretty cool. And that's a great achievement. That's all from my inspiration, my story. And then another one, they just hit me up for an event, and I'm actually going to get on my third stage. Isn't that awesome? I'm so excited about inspirational, motivational speaking that I want to get on 1,000,000 stages throughout my lifetime. And it's going to be in the Tomball, and it's on October 23rd through the 25th if y'all want to see me. And it's going to be in Tomball at this place. They're going to send me all the details. They said, Shelly, we want to know if you accept it. You got to go through these stages. Well, that's on that award. You got to go through these stages. But I was nominated on that last award. It's the Sciatic doctorate. And then once you get through all the process, which I already claimed it, I said, it's already mine. I'm going to have that doctor on my title, Dr. Shelley Castle, in business. Dr. Shelley Castle with Impeccablerideshare LLC. And, a woman-owned business. That's what they like. So that one you got to go through stages, but I already claimed it. It's going to be mine, and then they're going to send me the link like these other two did, and I posted them up on LinkedIn and Facebook. And then Facebook goes to Instagram, so it'll be on Instagram too. And then I talk about it on TikTok, and I talk about it on Snapchat. And then and all my other social media pages, Alignable, Nextdoor, blah, blah, blah. I post my success everywhere. And then people are like, Shelly, you're doing it. Just keep doing it. Keep shining. Keep inspiring and winning, and that's what it's about. And then the speech is at, just like I said, it's in Tomball. They nominated me. They said they are partnering with, there's going to be like over 500 or over 50 women. I can't remember exactly the amount there. And you have they want a partnership with Impeccablerideshare LLC with me as their transportation vendor to partner with. And also they like it that I'm a speaker and an author and all this other stuff, model, actor, influencer, content creator. And they said you have the opportunity to partner different ways, just with the business or with the business and speaking or with money to sponsor, a sponsorship, whatever you can do. But they already know my story. They know I've struggled. They know I don't have money to sponsor. Yeah, I can always sponsor a ride and, give a discount, just like I did this high school I'm going to at 2 o'clock. But I'm going to get there like 1:30. And they didn't ask for money. I just sponsored like $50 off a ride just to get my name out there, to keep putting myself in the community. And just like this one tonight, this TV show, I'm putting myself out there in the community, giving them basically a free ride. They're just giving me a little gas money, booking me for the night for free, because you ain't going to get that with nobody else. No other limo driver's going to do all that. Waste a Saturday night, giving it to someone for a better cause to make a brighter future. All those drivers, my friends, they're out there struggling to make a dime, scrounging for a penny. Sometimes they don't even make shit. But if you don't do anything to make shit, then it's not going to happen. So I'm the one getting out there, doing it for us, putting myself out there, doing it for me and God first and foremost. But I want to be able to help drivers that I know need help, and give back to them as well. Do it to give us all business. But, I'm going to get my cut until I can get my own storefront and manifestation like God's going to give me. And then I did get a call this week from someone that he wanted a Mercedes, right? And he wants to, I don't know if you heard of XRP. It's in College Station, right? It's like a Bitcoin investment marketplace. And he's getting like several hundred or $1,000,000,000, right? And Trump has got like 100 shares of it. He talked about Trump, right? And Trump is going to cash out on it too. And he's like, I need to get in on it and cash out. He's like, it's only $1.09 per share or whatever. But I looked up where you got to go to even invest in it or whatever. You got to go to College Station, I guess. And they have like one Bitcoin machine that's inside a Specs liquor store. And I just think that's kind of weird, I was like, where else are you going to get? He's got to fly in from another state. He's out of state. And he says he's flying in a couple months whenever Trump releases this, whatever, in the marketplace. And Trump is going to get his 100 shares. And he's going to get his however many shares. And he said, what would you do if you had 500 million or whatever? And he's like, would you quit writing? Because he told me, if I gave you 500 million, would you quit writing? I told him, I said 500 million sounds really nice, but I said I really don't think I can quit writing because it's my passion, and that's turned into my story, which is the speaking. I just couldn't quit writing because I'm writing my third book now. I've just been reading through it, and on the site that I'm inspiring on, and all these guys and girls, and I'm getting all these options, right? So I'm getting a ton of options for a husband, right? And because I've been manifesting a husband. Everybody's wanting me, but then a lot of them, there's new guys and girls getting in there every day on that other site that I'm inspiring on, and they're not realizing, the new ones, the struggle where I'm at, because I have to repeat myself every day, of course, because there's always going to be someone new that you're inspiring, and they don't know your story, that you're at rock bottom and you have nothing. But I said, yeah, I might not have money, but for my husband, I need someone to meet me where I'm at, to see my worth, to see my beauty, and he won't be disappointed in and out of the bedroom. It's not just about the bedroom, but and that's what so many guys are about. But you won't even have to worry about all that. You're gonna be taken care of. You just take care of me, help me out. We're gonna take care of each other, sexually and physically, out of the bedroom. We're gonna support each other, motivate each other. We're gonna bring each other up. You want to make each other be a better person, and to be a better woman, or a better man, better husband, or a better wife, person, woman, man, person. That's what a marriage is about. Getting each other, lifting each other up, seeing each other grow, growing in love, and loving each other more and more each day. That's what marriage is. That's what I tell people. And that's what I'm looking for. Someone that's going to meet me where I'm at right now, accept me where I'm at, my faults, my imperfections, my perfections, everything. Because I am not perfect. Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. And there's a lot of people that think they're perfect, but they're not. The only one that's perfect is Jesus up there. And but I gotta have someone that meets me where I'm at, and knows that I don't have anything, but it's gonna take me out, support me, support my business, my desires, my dreams, your dreams. I support your visions, and we make it happen together. You catch me and take me where I'm at, and let's get rich together. Let's make it happen together. Help me get the riches. Yeah, I might not have nothing now, and you be the man and you're the provider, and that's the way it would be, right? You're providing, but you're going to help me get my dreams. You know what I'm saying? You're working hard, blah, blah, blah. You're successful. Help me get successful, more successful, which I'm already successful. I got all this. Been on TV, been on radio stations, podcasts, magazines, editorials, interviews, author interviews, everything. Author, speaker, model now, actor, influencer, content creator, woman-owned business, making it happen, right? So I have all the success. I just need you to help me so I can get the money come in. And then, you're not rich, or you might be rich. Who knows what kind of husband I'm going to get. We're going to get rich together. You're going to get richer if you are rich, or if you have money, you're going to get richer because you're supporting me. You're supporting your wife, your beautiful wife, beautiful woman, and we're going to get rich together. We're not even going to have to worry about money someday. I'm manifesting that, and that's what it's about. We're going to have that success. You're not going to have to worry about money. We're going to have jillions, I'm going to have my book into the movies. I read through the first 4 chapters of my book. It was incredible. Just the emotions I put into it, the romance, the passion, all that. It was just so good. I don't even know how they did it. And I just told them what all I wanted, how I wanted to be movie ready, and where it gets into the movies, Netflix, HBO, big movie publishers. Here, they want my book, and I'm going to make it where it's a series. This is Miss Impeccable's Summer of Heat 1 or whatever, and then there's going to be Summer of Heat 2, like after her marriage, after the wedding, the proposal, the honeymoon, which is all in the first book, right? You're manifesting, and you're living it, and you're dreaming it, and it happened in the first book. I found Mr. Right. He was perfect, blah, blah, blah. Pleased me in and out of bed, everything. He listened to me, I listened to him. The second movie is going to be a continuation. Where is Miss Impeccable now? What's happening? Is her love life still there? Just like 50 Shades of Grey, Miss Impeccable's 50 Shades of Grey or whatever, you know. So it's going to have part two and then maybe part three. Who knows? But that's what they want. They want books that have a series where it's potentially more than one. That's what they want. Ones that have where you're going to have more than one book that you create. Like my first book, they want me to create a couple more, and I already got 6 books all in line. 2 books is already published. The third one's going to be published this year, and then I got 3 more after this one that are in line. I already got the names of them and everything. The first one is Impeccable. Spread the Word. The first one is Spread the Word. I'm Making It Happen by Shelley Castle on Amazon in English and Spanish. The second one was not in the same series. It's a different book. It's a self-care book, and it's called I'm a Party Funk, right? But then the second one, which will be my 4th book, because I'm writing my 3rd book now, which is the Miss Impeccable Summer of Heat, which is the romance, right? But my 2nd book in the first series for the Spread the Word, I'm Making It Happen, is going to be Spread the Word, I'm Making It by Shelley Castle. I'm Making It. Someone created that name, did a post, AI on LinkedIn, and then and then I thought about the 3rd book. The 3rd book is going to be Spread the Word, I Made It, because it's going to be I Made It. I got my dream. So there's going to be 3 books, and it's going to be 3 movies, you know. You want to get it into the movies. You want to have a series. So Spread the Word, I'm Making It Happen. The next one's going to be Spread the Word, I'm Making It. And then the 3rd one's going to be Spread the Word, I Made It, baby, because I made it. And there you go. It's all about claiming it. Well, y'all have a beautiful day. Y'all take care. Y'all stay inspired. Y'all think of us if you're coming to the H-Town. On the 20th, there's a Texans game against the Raiders. I think it's Los Angeles Raiders or whatever. And I got like one little bitty ride from the game on Thursday night football. And I guess it's Thursday night football again. This is the preseason. And then the next game will be the first opening regular season game. It'll be in September after Labor Day, whatever day it's on. I think it's like towards the end of September that it'll be in Houston, the Texans home opening game. And I'm hoping I get some rides. That's all you can do. And then Astros and homecomings, you know, Halloween parties, Halloween party buses. You know, I tell people you can book a party bus going for even like family, kids, or adults, you know. Family, kids would go, let's say, adults to coffee houses or, you know, brunch, lunch, pumpkin patches for the kids, and haunted houses for the kids, right? Or adults, the same thing. You can go to all that stuff, and then you would hit up the bars and the strip clubs after, you know, keep the party going. Or go to a concert. You know, that's all little ideals, you know, being different and authentic. So y'all take care, y'all stay inspired. And then Christmas light tours, that's another one. Companies even book Christmas light tours for their company employees, taking them to a Christmas dinner and like to go look at Christmas lights. Or realtors, they can book it for their clients, take them house hopping and then go look at Christmas lights. If you want to impress your clients and make a sale, or even like just sales consultants, you can impress your clients. Anything that you're selling, any kind of business owner, you want to impress clients, whatever kind of clients you have, that's a good way to do it. There you go. Think outside the box. Give them a gift of the Christmas spirit. You know, take them look at Christmas lights. And then what else is coming up? Yeah, and then of course there's like retirement parties, promotion parties for companies, celebration parties, Astros World Series parties, all that kind of stuff. So y'all take care.